Alright. Here we go. Round 2, IMOLA for DURL Down Under Racing League. Information on screen now. I'll put the Discord in the download if you would like to join up. 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights go out and away we go. Apex in first, Zarko in second, Kenneth in third, Crammed in fourth, Matty in fifth. We're on board with Kenneth right now. Kenneth gets a blistering start. Bit of damage at the back there. Something's going on. We'll check it out in a minute. But Kenneth up from P3 to P1 gets an amazing start. Good couple of overtakes, and he's pulled a commanding lead. We're going to jump on with Turbinator and have a look at that. What happened? What caused that damage behind? And you can see he's just no fault of his own. 2 cars come across and just push him into the wall and rip his front wing off. So bad luck, Turbinator. You did nothing wrong there, but there was nothing you could do also. Now he's got no brakes, no turning. He just can barely steer that car at all, just trying to stay out of the traffic. Good job. We're on now with Luke. Luke behind I Love Controller. I Love Controller just comes across with absolutely no thought for the people on his outside. And so big penalties coming for I Love Controller. But Luke now he's able to capitalise. He's up from P15 to P12 and looking pretty good for Luke. Luke, can he keep it together? So far so good. And then you got another 2 cars off and Luke gets another 2 positions. So yeah, good start for Luke. We're going to jump on with M-Dog now. This is the end of lap 1. M-Dog just braking way too late and collects a bit of cramp soup there, and that's M-Dog's wing gone. So he dives in the pits, and this starts the first wave of pit stops. 4 cars dive in the pit there. But we're going to jump back on with Luke now. Luke fighting with Amaryl, and Amaryl has the inside for turn 1. And can these 2 keep it clean? Amaryl a little bit of teleporting. Luke backs out and lets Amaryl have that position. We're going to sit on with Luke for a minute. And so he was up 6. Now it's only up 5. And something's happened here. What's happened? Oh, Luke's just got a little bit hot. A little bit hot coming out of the corner. A bit too much throttle. Maybe a bit too stiff a rear end. Car 2 pointy and around it goes. Now on with Thugnificent. Thugnificent comes around the corner just in time to catch Kiwi after an off, and we're going to ride on with Thug, and Thug just another one on the throttle. So that's 3 over accelerating spin outs at the moment. People struggling to get in the groove with no traction control. On board with Zarko. Zarko, he had good qualifying session and plenty of pace. He's right in the thick of the top 6 here, so a good position to sort of ride along with for a minute. Kenneth track limits, but you can see behind him he has Matty Man in cram suit, and they're looking racy. And in front of him, we see Apex taking the position back from Kenneth and getting it done very early. So not wanting to have to fight that. And Kenneth just slots in behind. So lead change for round 2. Nice clean racing from Zarko at the moment. We're going to speed it up. And so decent start to the race, a bit of damage, a few spin outs, but not bad really. A few damage. You're gonna always get something, but could be better, but could also be a lot worse. But here we go again onto the main straight, DRS open, lap 5. Kenneth, a bit of a DRS train here. Zarko sort of stuck in the middle, and Kenneth go. He fakes, which causes Apex to run wide and then gives Kenneth a good run at Apex. And Kenneth is going to stick his nose up the inside here. These 2 go into the corner. Kenneth looks like there was contact, but I don't think there was. And that means that one of these 2 is lagging. But Kenneth almost gets taken by Zarko, and Kramsu gets a move done on Matty Man. So nice, good racing there. Zarko still just chilling, trying to keep his nose clean, keep his car damage free. Used a bit of ERS, but nothing too serious. But good spot for Zarko. He's there. Cram Soup looking racy, looking good considering the lack of practice. He said he was unable to get this week. But good race, good racing. So a little bit of lag from either Apex or Kenneth, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But onto the main straight we go again. Will Kenneth have a crack back at Apex? He's a long way back, but he does have ERS and DRS. He looks like he's gonna. Apex pushes him to the outside, and Kenneth and then yields and pulls him behind. So good move by Kenneth, easy overtake, and the race goes on. Apex, yeah, good clean racing from both Apex and Kenneth at the moment. So we have a train here of 6 cars. Ooh, oh, what's happened? Oh, we've got a safety car by the looks of it. We're going to jump on board now with Turbinator, and Turbinator just too much curb, too much throttle, and into the wall. So bad luck, Turbinator. Yeah, so on to the end of lap 6, and we're going to watch the pit entry. And you can see here, Zarko gets on the brakes, and that, I'm not sure if Cram Soup was caught sleeping or whatever, but that's a new wing for Cram Soup, and that puts him down in 11 now. So new race restart, lap 8, safety car is coming in, and I Love Controller in control, and he goes, and he is off. Decent start. Field's all bunched up, so there's going to be some moves on here. And yeah, very close, very tight. We got 1, 2, 3 wide. It's turn 1. Jeez. We're going to have a look at that from Max's perspective. So yeah, bit of a clean restart. Bit of swerving. Kenneth trying to go around the outside. Max not really sure what to do. Oh, I see. Wobble Candy goes a little bit wide. Max tries to put his nose up the inside, and then a little bit of over throttling, and Max goes around. Did he get help? We're going to jump on with Kenneth and have a look to see if he got helped around. Almost contact, not quite. Kenneth a little bit laggy, but yeah, you can see there's congestion, there's dodging, there's ducking, and Max, no, I think Max has gone around by himself, so no, all good, all clean. So Kenneth in P4. We're going to jump on with Cran Soup here, and we're going to have a look and see what happens behind all that Max's spin out. And you can see Cram Soup, he's right up in there, and then he doesn't know that those guys have all jumped on the brakes, and there's another wing for Cram Soup. So unlucky for Cram Soup. Matty Man, he goes for a dive up the inside of Luke, gets a bad exit though, and now being swallowed by Shariz and M-Dog. And M-Dog, is he going to put his nose up the inside? Matty Man leaves room, but M-Dog backs out of it. Luke and Shariz having a bit of contact up ahead. But okay restart. Oh, who's that behind? That's SX Spec gone around, and Matty Man dives up the outside of Luke. Luke backs out and lets Matty Man through. So yeah, nice bit of action there. On board with I Love Controller. I Love Controller's had a bit of a squiggle on the exit of the chicane, and that's put Kenneth Ang up the outside. Kenneth brakes super late and gets that move done on I Love Controller. I Love Controller's exit now compromised, and that puts Wobble Candy up the inside, and Shari's behind. No, Shari's not there yet. So yeah, I Love Controller down 2 position, laid on the brakes, misses that apex by a mile, and yeah, so not good. That's put Shari's right up behind him now, and yeah, so Shari's later on he gets that move done, pretty easy really, and I Love Control now back and forth. We're going to jump on board with Kiwi. Kiwi trying to go around the outside of Luke, hard on the brakes. Oh, no, he misses that brake marker and he ends up in the gravel. Bad luck, Kiwi. Woo! And not quite having full control of his car, it comes back on track, and not really much Kiwi could do, and he loses a position to SS Spec. So, but we're going to stay on board with Kiwi, because something's going to go on here. You see Luke's gone off into the grass, and then he's come back on. He's got traction, and whammo! Into the side of SS Spec. We're going to slow it down and have another look. So yeah, he comes and just into the side of poor old SS Spec and just ruins his car. SS Spec heads off towards the tyre barrier. I think he manages to avoid it and gathers it up and brings it back on. So safety car number 2 for these guys. We're going to jump on board with Zarko for the restart, lap 15 now. And yeah, you're going to see something that I've never seen before. And there it is. The tractor of Apex Racing just barrels through and takes out first and third, and then disappears and teleports back up the track. We're gonna have a look from Shari's perspective. You see, just barrels through the field and just destroys the race leader and DNFs 2 people. Yeah, this is why you don't drive if you have piss poor internet. ILOV controller, yeah, he has a bit of a moment, and we're gonna rewind that quickly and have another look. So he gets bumped by Amaral. Amaral cleans ILOV controller up, and ILOV's controller going from bad to worse. M-Dog, he's got a bit of a move here on Shari's. Shari's gives him room, and down we go into the chicane. Shari's backs out, and M-Dog gets that move done, and then just puts his car on the racing line. So yeah, don't drive with piss poor internet or a dodgy computer. It's just not worth it. You ruin people's races. If your gear's not up to scratch, don't come. But M-Dog looking racy now. He's up behind Wobble Candy, who's behind JS, forced to back off there for a second. Wobble Candy goes for a dive up the inside. JS compromised line and just pushes M-Dog off the track. We have a bit of a close look at that. No one was up the inside, so I think JS just either didn't see him or didn't care, and that's compromised M-Dog's line and put M-Dog back one position behind Amaral. And yes, unlucky for M-Dog, but lucky for M-Dog because he wasn't at the front when the tractor of Apex came ramming through, so fine. You can see here, Amaral, he's yeah, a bit of close racing here, but good, clean. M-Dog seems to be racing pretty good after the poor qualifying, but he's managed to pull it back together now. Oh, he dives up the inside of Amaral. And will he get that move done? Amaral's not going to let this go, but M-Dog's going to have the inside line. Amaral does. He backs out, and M-Dog gets that move done. So M-Dog back up behind JS. Again, JS just doesn't seem to have the pace because M-Dog closed that gap really quick. JS just struggling a bit in that Williams. Ooh, Amaral tries to go around the outside. M-Dog sees him a bit late and moves over. And here we go again. Can M-Dog get this move done? And JS just straight back on the racing line, but that's, whatever. Here we go, down into the second last corner, hard on the race. M-Dog puts his nose up the inside, but I don't think that move was on. I don't think. And so M-Dog gets punished for that one. And away we go again. Lap 18, DRS open. We're going to back up a bit to Cram Soup. Cram Soup following behind Fuse and Psycho. And this is where M-Dog and JS and Amaral came together. And you can see Cram Soup trying to get on the power and Fusion. What's Fusion doing? Oh, shit. So Fusion's trying to go in the pit and Cram Soup's trying to get his speed up, trying to, get on the power, and contact there, and Fusion just eats the barrier and his car's flipped over. Bad luck for Fusion, and that causes the third safety car. So restart now. Shari's, he gets away clean, M-Dog gets away clean, and SS Spec caught napping a little bit. So, but good start from Shari's and good follow from M-Dog, though SS Spec not that far behind, so fine. So yeah, good clean start. We're going to jump on with Zarko. Lap 27 now. Zarko around the outside of SS Spec and hard on the brakes. So Zarko's got a bit of work to do. He's been cucked a little bit by safety cars, and we're going to jump on with SS Spec. So Zarko going around, compromises SS Spec's line a little bit, but not too bad. SS Spec threatened, he goes wide and ruins that apex on that corner, and that puts Eckers around the outside. Eckers and SS Spec, they're close, rubbing, leaves just enough room, and Eckers on the outside now, but SS Spec, he's fighting it back. He's got the inside line, he holds it, misses his brake marker by a bit, and runs wide and pushes Eckers back. Eckers now sort of being attacked by Apex, and around Eckers go. Bad luck Eckers. And Apex moves up into 6th. We pick it up with M-Dog on lap 28 now. Him and Shari's going at it. M-Dog runs a bit wide on the chicane, and that puts Shari's around the outside. Shari's should get the better drive out of the corner, and he does, even though he's on the hard tyres and M-Dog on the medium. But Shari's gets that move done. On board with Zarko and an easy move on Amarillo. Plenty of ERS used, I'm sure, and DRS. But he gets that position. Back on with M-Dog and end of lap 29. Start of lap 30 now, and M-Dog having another crack at Shari after messing up that apex, but gets that position back and takes the lead of this race once again. So start of lap 30, end of lap 29, we got Amarillo. Amarillo's not letting Zarko go on this position, and Zarko forced to back out, and Amarillo takes P3. Start of lap 31. And M-Dog and Shari's. M-Dog is a little bit of a scrub to the wall, which wouldn't have helped his top speed. And that puts Shari's around the outside nice and easy. And in the penultimate lap, Shari's takes the lead. So a lot of chopping and changing these front four. Lap 31, and we're on board with Zarko. Zarko having to crack back at Amarillo. And that puts Amarillo Apex together. And Apex getting that position as well. So final lap now, and on board with M-Dog, and you can see Shari's ERS is out. M-Dog is low but not out, and Shari's forced to back out, and M-Dog takes the lead for the final lap of round 2 IMOLA DURL. So yeah, a lot of chopping and changing and a lot of overtaking for this race, and I apologise if I've gone fast, but there was a lot to get through and I didn't want this video to be overly long. So good racing now, final lap. You can see behind M-Dog, Shari, Zarko, Apex, all in a train. But we're going to jump on with Zarko coming out of the heavy. And you see Apex just too much throttle and into the wall, and that's a big stinking DNF for Apex. Back on, skip ahead to M-Dog, and you can see him and Shari's still close. Zarko, and he's right behind Shari's. But race 1 winner is the lead again, and it is looking good for 2 in a row for M-Dog. Zarko now a little bit too far behind, and Shari's as well. Will Shari's be close enough to do anything with a bit of ERS and DRS? I don't think so. I think this might be M-Dog's. A bit of lag in the replay, apologies for that. But yeah, no, good racing for M-Dog. And he crosses the line in P1, Shari's in P2, Zarko in P3, Amarillo 4, Crammed 5, but Crammed has penalties and Wobbled Candy takes that position. Driver of the day to Eckers. You can see the times and the finishings there. The official is here, and you will see the standings after 2 rounds for these guys. So M-Dog takes a commanding lead. Constructors looks good. Anyways, thanks for watching.